Chapter 7. Irregularities. Hello and welcome back. In this section, we're going to look at some of the irregularities that can occur when you visit a live casino. Even in the best run casinos, things can go wrong. It doesn't matter how well trained the staff are or how posh that VIP club is. Dealers make errors and players do too. For the most part, these errors have corrections written into the casino's operational procedures and policies, which any self-respecting casino always adheres to, so you never really have that much to worry about. Let's now have a look at some of the more common ones, so you'll know what to expect and what can be done to rectify things. Beginning with accidental card exposure. In the case of accidental card exposure, the dealer may read the cards incorrectly and draw an additional card when the hand's already been completed. This card would normally be the first card out of the shoe for the next coup, but now everyone at the table knows what that card is. So how do we fix this? Well, it can be fixed in the form of a dummy coup. Remember those? Despite the fact that most players might like to continue, especially if the exposed card is an 8 or 9. So why is this action taken? Well, firstly, if the exposed card was an 8 or a 9, this would be incredibly advantageous to the players, and they'd all be loading up their bets in the hope of an actual 9. Not so good for the house. Secondly, if the exposed card was burnt, meaning it was removed from the game, some players might become disgruntled because they believe it would destroy the sequence of cards or the trend, especially if they were having a good run of luck. The dummy coup solves both of these problems. This scenario would also apply if the first card out of the shoe was dealt face up due to a shuffle error. It may also occur that the card is dealt face up mid-coup. In this case, however, there is no fix needed, and the game can continue. This is because all bets are placed, and the card is in its correct position, only inverted. Another error you might find is cards being dealt out of sequence. Any hands dealt out of sequence or incorrectly can usually be reconstructed under the supervision of the management team and placed in their correct sequence. Next, we have insufficient cards. This means that there are no more cards left in the shoe mid-coup. This may happen if the cutting card is missing due to an error during the shuffle sequence. If this happens, the coup will be void and all bets return to the players. The dealer will then shuffle up and prepare for the next full shoe. Another common error is that the dealer fails to burn cards. If the dealer fails to burn cards after loading the shoe at the start of play, this is not a major issue, and the results of all the hands played in that shoe will stand. Not all casinos burn cards at the beginning of a shoe, so it does not affect the game. However, as a player, if you notice that cards have not been burnt prior to the first coup, it won't hurt to mention it to the dealer. If a card is accidentally flipped over in the middle of a squeeze game, the game will continue as normal. No corrections are required. Now let's have a look at some possible financial errors that you might find. On some very rare occasions, the dealer may make an error when you receive a payout. In a live casino setting, there are many eyes watching games, and financial errors are usually spotted very quickly and rectified. For example, you have the dealer, then the supervisor, there may be a pit manager, duty manager, and watching all of that there is the casino surveillance. The eye in the sky, as it's often referred to. However, if you feel something is amiss, be sure to bring it to the attention of the game supervisor. Errors are not all that common in professionally run casinos. When there is an error, the manager will usually talk you through the decision-making process based on the information gathered. Be prepared for long delays though, as there are often several checks that need to be made prior to the final decision. Due to the time delay, play often continues so as not to hold up the game. Just remember, responsible gaming is a full 360, and that you have every right to request that the game does not continue until it has been fully investigated. If, however, you find that financial errors are commonplace and the staff unhelpful, then you are strongly advised to take your business elsewhere. Remember that if you or anyone you're with feels uncomfortable with their surroundings or the way they are treated, you only must leave. Remember that having that power to leave at any given moment is your responsible gaming superpower. So use it as much as you can.